very distressed really. It's horrible to see your child in pain and discomfort and scratching and hurting themselves on a daily basis. Yeah, it was horrible. It made the first 6 months of her life, well, not really the first 6 months, she's 7 months now, so maybe the first 5 months of her life were basically hell. You know, waking up every hour in the night, scratching herself, cutting herself and breaking her skin. She was just unhappy, and I was unhappy, and yeah, it was just horrible to watch. You want to see your baby thriving with beautiful baby soft skin like you see on the adverts, and that just wasn't what was happening with Sienna. So yeah, maybe 4 to 5 weeks she developed a skin rash, which I went to the doctors about because it stayed for longer than it should have, and from there the eczema cycle began. I was introduced to Dr. Harley by a lady called Rita, and she's a friend of my family, and she's a lovely lady, and yeah, I trusted her. I'd lost all confidence in the GPs, and I was desperate, and I just thought I'm willing to try anything. She told me that he's brilliant and he's a specialist in skin and he knows his stuff, and he has a lot of letters after his name from what I've looked at when I looked at his website, and I just wanted to give anything a try, and he was really, really friendly, and he contacted me straight away, so I just, you know, I thought I'm going to go with this and see what happens. You know, a lot of people are just scared to think outside the box as it goes, you know, like they just want you to do what you're told to do by the doctors, I suppose. Yeah, that's the way it is, isn't it? Like everybody wants to just follow the rules, the NHS rules. The GPs basically just told me to put creams, emollients like Diprobase and Aqueous, creams all over her body quite a few times a day, in her bath, and when she got red areas on her skin, they said just cover her in steroid creams, which, yeah, I mean, it does help temporarily, but not for very long, and it actually just makes it, well, it's damaging to the skin to keep putting steroid creams all over your skin, as I know. So yeah, I didn't follow their instructions for very long after meeting Harley, anyway, and reading his book. It's definitely the book for me. It's more about the knowledge and, you know, what he teaches, and just learning about how skin works and how it all forms, and what not to do and what to do to make sure that your skin stays healthy, really. And yeah, you need to read the books to understand. Sienna is very sensitive to heat, and Harley pointed out, and he noticed straight away that she develops hot spots in her skin folds, so in these areas behind the backs of the knees, mainly her neck. Her neck was the worst area for it. She's obviously, babies don't have a fully developed neck like an adult, so it's all bunched together, and she's, you know, it was all just getting sweaty and sticky and hot, and which was making it itchy and red and sore. So she had a particular area on the left side of her neck that was affected quite bad with the hot spot. It would get so hot and sticky and sore, so we would just cool it down on a daily basis, well, more like every hour to every 2 hours, with an ice cold flannel, just keeping the area cool. It was just common sense, you know, if you've got hot spots then you need to cool them down, and she had them in all, like I say, in all of her flexures and areas where the skin just didn't have any room to cool itself. I saw changes near on immediately after starting Harley's programme to start with, didn't I? So I started weaning her off the creams, using the foam wash and the gel emollient, and it was just all working so well. So the redness started to reduce first of all. She then became very dry, and she started to kind of shed her skin, a bit like a snake. That's how I can describe it. Like it was like her skin was, it's like the eczema was coming to the surface and was getting rid of all of this horrible flaky skin, and everything was really flaky, and, you know, so she was shedding her skin, which was all part of the process, because I would ask Harley questions on a daily basis, send photos back and forth, and we would discuss what was happening, and that was all part of the normal process of, you know, the healing process of the skin. So yeah, and it was all going very well. She became very dry, yeah, and then by day 12 I'd say she was near on eczema free, clear of eczema. Yeah, so I started to appreciate that my cortisol levels would come through in my milk. So I'm feeding my baby, I'm feeling stressed and worried and upset, and in turn she's then becoming upset and her skin flares up because of it. Yeah, so the cortisol in my milk, if my baby had normal skin, nice healthy baby skin, then it wouldn't have been a problem, but because my baby had broken skin and damaged skin, the cortisol in my milk stopped Sienna from fixing, you know, from her skin fixing itself, which, yeah, just not good. Anybody in the same situation were to come up to me and ask me how I got Sienna out of eczema, I would straight away recommend that she speaks to Harley. I would, you know, I can't recommend him enough. He's just amazing with the way he's there as a continual support. He's just brilliant, and I would, yeah, he's a great support, and I would always recommend him to anybody. Oh, it's just amazing. It's just such a nice feeling that you could actually help another family or another person with this problem, this skin condition, like another mother that's going through what I went through with Sienna. If I could just tell her about Harley and get Harley on her, you know, on her case, and get him to help her the way that he's helped us, it's just an amazing feeling.